my week in the life would be hella boring. So I decided to flip it up a little bit and give you a week in the life of how I work. Reg, come along.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day.
It's Wednesday, welcome back. Hope you've all had a fantastic couple of days, start to the week. Hope we're all living the dream. What I thought I would do for this week's vlog is not necessarily a week in the life, because my job at times would bore you to tears. It would not make good viewing. However, it pays well and I enjoy it. Main thing was do like a week in the life of Reginald. So on the last vlog I talked about how I am looking to enter Norton Disney in the 80. I have to get an MER 80 before I can proceed any further. And what do I do to get Reginald fit and ready during the week to make that happen? So I thought I would take you along. So it will be necessarily Reg's schedule and what he's up to. Ov's not going to put the things when he's in the field because, again, hella boring. But it'll show you how I work with him in the week. So let's come along and see what he does. I will give a disclaimer now on the footage in that I don't have fancy equipment, unfortunately. Feed, bedding, everything else that you have to pay for horses takes up with that. So the filming at times may be a little sketchy, but bear with it because it will show you. I'll try and explain exactly what's going on and what we're trying to achieve, and it will show you, hopefully, the progress through the week. Each month is different depending on what we're doing, but as we're bringing up to eventing now, it will be useful for you to see exactly what that looks like. So first it starts with my whiteboards. It starts on a Sunday, so it's Sunday today, February, God knows what, I don't know, teens, somewhere in the teens, and the planning starts on a Sunday for the next week ahead. So welcome to the whiteboards. So I will bring you closer in a moment. So I have a monthly board up here which tells me that my goal is April the 8th, 80 centimetres at Norton Disney. And then I have whatever's going off. It's a bit of a quiet month at the moment because I am stuck without transport. So I'm in the process of getting transport sorted, but also while investing in this new yard and the facilities means that actually I don't have to go out to Speakley anymore because I have the facilities here, so it saved me. So if I invested more, it will save me money in the long run in regards to fuel, etc. like that. So the only thing on there at the moment is a potential cross-country school because we still need to do that, and the farrier because any eventers know that says stud holes. That means one thing. That means eventing's coming. And then this is my weekly board where I put on exactly what he's doing. I have some things, the vlog, what I'm trying to do at the moment, how many hours he worked the last couple of weeks, his current weight, and my daughter drew a pony because she likes to draw things on here. And then I'll put how many hours he's worked underneath, and that's so I can calculate, particularly with Reggie's weight, exactly what energy he's exerting to what feed I'm putting in with haylage and everything. So I don't know if it's overkill, but that's how I do it. Have a look at the board, what's for next week. So this is what it currently looks like. So I always put my days off on there, well, Reggie's days off, and that's usually when I'm in the office working because it's still dark nights, isn't it? And I don't always, when I finish work, I don't always can be bothered to exercise a horse on that day, but also it's dark and we don't have any lights. It's Reggie's treat ball you can hear next door. So on Monday we're gonna have a lunge session because I'm trying to bring up some strength with him I want him to work over his back and build up his muscles in his bootay. And then it's a schooling session on Wednesday where we're focusing on BE 92 because that is a test that I will ride at Norton. And Reg, has some strange dressage scores sometimes, so we're working on transitions and making him look a little bit more flashy. Reggie's quite boring to dressage judges, so he doesn't always score high. Friday is Fitness Friday, so building up that stamina for the cross-country course. Saturday, I love to go for a hack. It's my favourite thing. It's my favourite, that will be my favourite day of the week. And then on Sunday, we do poles or jumping, depending on what we're working on, depends on what exercise I will put up. So, roll on the week ahead. So I'm going to put a bit of voiceover for you guys just to kind of explain what I'm trying to achieve this week, or what I try and achieve every week with Reginald. So on the lunging sessions, mainly it's just getting him to stretch down, relax, work over a little bit of his back, no gadgets, no gizmos, and this was recommended by the physio for Reg, just to kind of give him a little bit of free downtime and just to kind of increase his strength as well. So yeah, it's working well. These stables literally have like shelves all the way around. They're so vlog worthy. He's currently balancing my camera on it. Reginald is he's a lovely horse to ride, etc. Reg is quite a hard horse to manage. You're quite labour intensive and expensive. Particularly sensitive to what brushes you use. I have to use quite a soft brush on Reg, and I did get like a goat hair one as well, just to give him a bit of a shine and get that dust off. He doesn't like any hot. He's got very thin skin, as you can see. He's got very thin skin because that's where my leg goes. I do not wear spurs on this horse at all. A doesn't need them, but he is, yeah, very fine skinned. Moved. But we'll just wait tape Reginald. I'll move you actually. Again, shelves everywhere. It's also important to get him to stand straight, otherwise you get, so he's 5'9", 6". That's what I'm saying. Looking at him, you would think he weighed less. I would anyway. Just feels so much more relaxed here. Oh. I'm working with Reginald on getting prepped for the BE92 test that we will be doing at Norton. So we have an excellent school now that I can work in, and I absolutely love it. So obviously I warm up on both reins first. There is always a warm up. You might not always see it in the vlogs, but there is always a warm up. Now today what I wanted to work on with Reginald is particularly his transitions, downward from canter to trot and upward from trot to canter. Reg has been renowned for running into his transitions rather than being a more snappy transition. Also, Reginald can kind of sometimes get marked low because he's not always the flashiest of horse. Reggie's, I hate to say it, but sometimes Reggie's quite boring to watch for the dressage judge. So here I'm trying to get him a little bit more uphill, off my leg, flexing round the circle, but also coming down and going up into his transitions a little bit better than what he has been doing in the past. I think he worked really well this day. I was massively happy with him on... Obviously, I work on both reins as well, and I just think he's showing so much potential for this year.
Small city thinking, I get why you left. Small-minded people sure know how to trick. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes you made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now 'Cause now you adore me, adore me. Go ahead now, adore me, adore me. Little did I know she wanted you alone. I thought she was over you, but I guess I was wrong. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes she made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. She thought she could tear us apart when she kissed your lips. Oh, what a plot twist. 'Cause now you adore me, adore me.
Top money saving tip. So don't be duped by buying expensive mane and tail conditioners. My tip is go to Poundland, where you can get this, which is Kids Detangler. Ooh, variety of brands for £1. Does exactly what it says on the tin. And yeah, smells beaut too. I love to do a fitness session at least once a week with Reginald, just to see where he is at in regards to his stamina and his ability. Also look at his recovery rate after cantering round. So today what I did is just put some canter poles out and just kept him on a circle, both reins, cantering round, working over the poles, working his hind end to try and get that collection, but also get that extension. And he worked really well. I'm happy with his fitness. He needs to be a lot more fit to be ready to event, but we're getting there. I'm also blessed that at the new yard I have a fitness field, which is nice undulating ground. So who doesn't like a bit of a gallop to just cool off? And then, yeah, we walked round here and the views are just exceptional. The ground is fantastic at the moment. And this is another way for him to just stretch his legs. Favourite time of the week, and again, another reason why I moved yards, we have access into a country park, which means our hacking is exceptional. I have around 30 miles of off-road hacking that we can use, and it's just brilliant. I love to do a lot of walking and trotting with the odd bit, as you can see, the odd bit of canter on the lane when we're allowed. But it's great for their feet, getting them used to different terrain while they're out. It's great to have a chat with my bestie and look at that view. Literally, I feel like at times I've died and gone to heaven with this yard, as does Reg. So yeah, it's good to get them out and about, and I love it. I'm a hacking girl at heart. Look at those happy little ears trotting down there. Do a lot of trot work, again, increasing their strength. Winner. Finish the week off with a jump or pole session. So today it was grid work. Me and Tan decided that we would get them a little bit more used to going down a grid. It's great again for their collection and their hind end and getting them to pick up in front. So we did a exercise, which was 3 bounces to a 1-strided upright to a then 2 strides to an oxer with V-poles. And Reg did struggle in regards to the distances, but yeah, I'll let you watch it and see how we got on. I was pleased at the end.
Good. Yeah, that was much. How did Tan die? Ah, she got squashed by standing behind a jump like a moron. Nice! Yes.
So that is what a week in Reginald's life looks like in regards to fitness, training, what we get up to. Increases slightly, so he'll do 6 days of work, 1 day off. And I like to keep it varied. You know, it's not always in the school, it's not always hacking, it's a mixture of all lots, and that keeps him fit, healthy and happy. Big believer in ensuring your horse is fit and ready to go rather than leaving them, drag them out of the field, whack them around a 1-day event. You wouldn't do it if he was running a marathon. Don't do it to your horses. So yeah, hope that was useful. If you want to see more, please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll be back next Wednesday. So bye, Reg. Say goodbye. He says goodbye.
In the depths of my heart, we're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live.
Do you need to be that grumpy? He's waiting for his feed at the moment. Obviously going up to event season. Rude! If you liked it. Reg. What do we say, Reg?